Aquarius. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and welcome to this just in for March 2017. This is where we get all up in other folks' business about love and relationships. This reading will be true for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am going to be using 2 decks today, possibly. I'm going to draw 3 cards from my Llewellyn deck. Let me see where we got the strength card down the bottom. Interesting. So I'm going to draw the 3 cards because I generally do this just in as a 3-card reading. It's dark, and I've said before, you know, just where I just have a lightning problem. I'm sorry. I hope that it lightens up in the editing. Sometimes it does, so I apologize. But and if I need to pull clarifiers, guys, I'll be using this little Rider-Waite deck. And we got the Temperance card there on the bottom. How about that? Aquarius, we saw strength and temperance. It seems like maybe a couple of things that you may have going on for this month, Aquarius, is that keeping a level head this month and really answering truthfully to whatever your calling out is will give you strength. Now, we are talking about love and relationships. So, you know, I could be saying that to me too, Aquarius. Some of you may be really, really attracted to somebody, or somebody may be really, really attracted to you, and I just kind of get the feeling that it's saying pace yourself. Pace yourself. Use a level head. Got a card that just popped out there, so do that one. So we're going to do the 3 cards, Aquarius. And if you want to pull together a more complete picture of what might possibly be going on for the month of March, you can, okay, that one just popped out. And that is, that's the King of Pentacles reversed, Aquarius. We got to get some more light in here because that's not working out. Okay, so much better. Okay, we got the King of Pentacles reversed. And for the last card, I'm going to lay it first face down. I hadn't intended on any of the cards to be faced up. So, I wonder if with this King of Pentacles, Aquarius, some things may be going on in the relationship. Aquarius, and I'm feeling like this might, and I felt like a lot of these readings lately for Aquarius has actually been for some of the couples like in their 40s and 50s. I've seen some of the more mature couples in my readings. That's the last card, Aquarius. But in a relationship, I am wondering if there's 1 or 2 things that I'm wondering with this card up, with this King of Pentacles reversed. Wondering if somebody maybe that you thought had his stuff together and was really kind of, you know, on the right track. I wonder if you're not feeling that so much anymore, or maybe they did come into this relationship having their stuff together and some things have changed. Now, as to what this means in a relationship, I don't know yet. That doesn't mean that this is a bad thing. This could be for some of you Aquarians, maybe if this, because this could also be what might be going on with you, but maybe you or somebody in the relationship for some reason is losing their financial security, and that may be something that's going on too. For some of the more mature couples, I'm feeling like some of you are planning for retirement, and maybe it's not what you thought it was. Maybe the monies don't look like you thought that they would. Maybe you are not going to be sitting as pretty as you had anticipated. So let's go ahead and turn over this first card. Okay, you've got the Two of Swords upright. So Aquarius, you know, I feel like some of you have got some decisions to make. Now, what I'm going with at this point is that this King of Pentacles is somebody that you may have been dealing with, Aquarius, and it's not what you thought it was. And now you feel like you have some difficult decisions to make. With the moon being in this card, see the moon in the background, I feel like maybe there is some confusion. And the other thing I'm feeling like, Aquarius, is maybe you feel deceived by this King of Pentacles reversed. Feeling like that, yeah, you thought it was one thing and it really turned out to be something else. And I don't know if confusion is on the forefront of this. I think it's more of some sort of deception. And I don't know if you know it or not yet. Maybe you find that out in the month of March. But one way or the other, I am feeling like you feel like you've got some decisions to make. I'm feeling like things are not what you initially thought they were. And you feel deceived. The third card, okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming to you with some information that is going to help you make a decision about this relationship, Aquarius. And I'm feeling like it is with the King of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed being possibly a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And somebody is going to bring you some news about this relationship. And I think that that news is going to help you make some decisions. Wherever you felt like you were being deceived, it gets cleared up by this Knight of Swords. This person possibly being a Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius. And this could be you moving on some information that you've had maybe about this King of Pentacles reversed. You may have been trying to make a decision as to whether or not to blast his ass. And you've decided to go ahead and move on that information and tell him what it is that you know. I wonder if you found out that the King of Pentacles was juggling two relationships. And either you find that information out from somebody or you decide to act on that information. And with this sword pointing to the King of Pentacles reversed, it looks like he's in trouble. For those of you that are finding out some information, it looks like your King of Pentacles is in trouble. Whether or not this is somebody bringing you some information, or whether or not you decide to act on some information that you already had. I feel like for some of you, I do feel like that this was some information that you've had, and you felt like there was some reason to wait. Maybe it was you were waiting for some more information to come in, or maybe you were waiting to be sure about something in particular. Maybe you had something but you didn't feel like it was concrete information, and now you get it this month, and it looks like your boy is in trouble. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull a clarifier and see what else we can find out, Aquarius. So I see we've got two we got the Sun card. So whatever's going in, and this came out for Pisces too. So the Sun card is telling me that it definitely shows me that some light is being shined on whatever this situation is. Some light is being I say shined, and you know, every month we go through this, whether or not, guess I be making up words, but anyway, whatever the situation is going to be illuminated for you. And I do feel like it's going to be illuminated by this Knight of Pentacles. And for those of you that don't already have it, it comes in quick. Probably, I kind of feel like it comes in at the new moon in Aries, which is actually at the end of the month. That's going to be happening March 27th. But you know what too? And Mercury's in Pisces right now, right? So again, this supports the information. This supports what I think about, and maybe there is some confusion with Mercury being in Pisces, and there was some there's some flaky, fishy back and forth that's been going on, and I feel like it's been going on with this guy. And you just find out, or you know now, that he is not who or what you thought he was. And of course, this doesn't have to be a he, but I am feeling like this is a masculine energy. I mean, he is the king after all, but you know, he doesn't have to be a male. This could be a masculine energy. But with Mercury and Pisces, and Mercury rules the mind, and the moon is about fear and deception and confusion. So it certainly makes a lot of sense as we go into March that maybe, Aquarius, you are dealing with some confusion, and maybe you are trying to make a decision as to, you know, how you want to deal with this particular situation with the King of Pentacles reversed. To revisit it again, I feel like as Mercury does move into the sign of Aries, I feel like for those of you, and that's going to happen on the 14th of March. So, you know, toward mid-month, for those of you Aquarians who already have some information, and you've just kind of been waiting around on when it was go time, I think, you know, after Mercury moves into Aries, and certainly by the time the moon moves into Aries at that new moon on the 27th of the month, you go ahead and move on that. You blast his ass, like I said in the beginning. So this comes along with the illumination. And for those of you, like I said, I know I said this already, but as Mercury moves into Aries, I feel like for those of you who didn't already have information, you just knew that something was up, you get this information, and that information is going to come to you, I feel like, sometime between when Mercury moves into Aries and when the new moon, when we have the new moon in Aries on the 27th. Let me also mention that Venus will be retrograding on the 4th of March. So again, this is about relationships. Venus retrograding being about maybe seeing some things in relationships, and you go, you know, oh, thank you, I didn't realize that's what that was. Again, seeing some things or finding out some things about a person that you weren't aware of at first. Venus retrograde is going to give you an opportunity to go back into those relationships or that relationship, and kind of, you see the things that you don't like, and you know, like I said, I think you chop it down. I don't think some of you Aquarians are going to remain in this particular situation. And it certainly ends in your favor with the Sun card being there, which is going to help illuminate the situation. And we just had a solar eclipse in Pisces on the 26th of February. So I'm also feeling like this sun, because as we move into the month of March, it's still February as I record this, but as we move into the month of March, the sun will still be in Pisces, which again talks about confusion. You know, it talks about being disillusioned. It talks about, you know, just kind of being in that foggy area. And then as the sun moves into Aries and we start to move forward, you know, all the new things start to spring up. We're going to have the new moon in Aries. We're going to have Mercury move into Aries. We're going to have the sun move into Aries. So anything that you may have been confused about, Aquarius, you know, not only do you see it for what it is, but you make a move with all of that energy in Aries. Now, when Venus retrogrades, Venus will be retrograding in the sign of Taurus. So wherever that falls in your chart, and Taurus is with Venus retrograding in the sign of Taurus, wherever that falls in your chart, it's going to have you going back and looking at your core values and then trying to decide with the Two of Swords, you know, am I okay with this? You know, for some of you who already had some information on this King of Pentacles and you were trying to decide which way to go, the sign of Taurus, which rules the second house, and this talks about our core values. This talks about our morals. This talks about the things that were embedded in us, you know, in toddlerhood and childhood, the things where we were raised on, those things that are ingrained in us that, you know, when we make moves in present day life, we still go back to that particular set of morals and values and say, is this okay with us? Is this what we stand for? Is this what we were taught? So this Venus retrograde in the sign of Taurus is going to force all of us. And Venus also rules relationships because it rules the sign of Libra. So it's going to force us to look back at our morals and our values in relationships and say, is this okay with us? So I think I was saying before, with this sun, as we go into March, is still in the sign of Pisces, and we had that solar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So I almost feel like this sun, the solar eclipse that we had in Pisces, is going to eclipse this person out of your life, and it ends up being all good. You get your vitality back. It is a successful move. You do the right thing, you end up finding joy. You get back out into the world and you start feeling like who you always were. Some things may have gone down in this relationship, Aquarius, that with this King of Pentacles, that may have had you having to make some tough decisions about, you know, is that okay with me? Can I live with this type of stuff? And I think the answer is no. And it's all good with this Sun card that comes up. It's all good. Not only do you make the right decisions, but they are going to be very successful for you. And that's the way I see it, Aquarius. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you who have just tuned in for the first time, thank you so much for coming and giving it a chance. For those of you who are coming back, thank you as well. So if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can contact me at tina@85housevibrations.net. Thanks so much. Hope to see you guys again next month.